Oh, it's a C7. Get out of here, dude. We're still going, dude. We're still going, dude. Hello, gamers. Welcome to 5 Underrated Guns, Episode 3. If you guys are enjoying the series, please leave a like and a sub. This is actually like the only series on my channel that's not just gun reviews or gameplay videos. This is actually a series that I've mapped out and I'm actually really enjoying it. The first gun of this video is the Colt LMG. It just, well, not just, but it got a buff. It's very strong. It was very strong before. Now, I don't think they changed the recoil, but I think they gave it a torso multi and gave it 21 min for some reason instead of 20 min. I don't actually know why they did that, because in my opinion it was a super good gun before, and basically they just made it like slightly better. Not like a ton better, but a little bit better. And I'm not like too opposed to it. It's just like I didn't really need a buff on this gun. It shoots at 700 RPM, does 35 to 21 with a torso multi, a regular headshot multi. It has really good muzzle velocity, a 60 round mag, decently low recoil. It's not like insanely accurate, but as you can see, you can hit shots pretty effectively. And most people are just like, it's bad because it has some recoil or something, but they don't really realize like this thing is basically just an upgrade to a lot of the assault rifles. Like, first off, it has double the magazine capacity of basically every assault rifle in the entire game. It still has a larger capacity than the G11. It shoots at 700 RPM automatic, pretty low recoil. It can 3-hit like very far, like maybe 100 studs almost. I've used this thing and gotten like 90 kill games on whatever the castle map is. Easy multis and stuff. It is a little bit more inclined to CQC, but the thing is, if you do hit your shots, it can be very effective very far away, which is really nice. Like, I've popped off with it on Ravid. The Colt LMG has a full second faster reload than the Scar Hammer, and the Scar Hammer has literally less capacity. That just goes to show that this thing is kind of a monster. Now the Scar Hammer is like almost worse in every way. The second gun we're going to talk about is a gun that some people have known about, some people have used, but most of the hype that it gets is for the 5.56 conversion on it. It's the Beowulf ECR. And most people say that this gun is just like fun but stupid and not actually that good. Honestly, oh, and this is on Mall Revamp, so I might actually do alright on this. It's only got 10 bullets, but it shoots as fast as the M4A1 can 2-hit to the limbs to like 85 studs. And like, yeah, it has some recoil, but very close to people. Even to like 100 studs, you're still going to be able to hit people. And it's probably like the fastest shooting 2-hit limb gun in the game. Most people use the burst mode on it. Well, most people who use it effectively, and I just hit a guy for 99 apparently. That sucks. It's the same thing with the VSS. I use the VSS on auto, even though most people use it on semi-auto to actually have ammo conservation and hit their shots effectively. And the VSS, it shoots, I think it can 2-hit not quite as far, but it has more recoil, less RPM, and it doesn't have a burst mode. I think they made this thing sound a little bit more powerful. The VSS used to be able to 1-hit to the head, now it does like 99 headshot damage, which kind of sucks because I don't think I ever had it when it could 1-hit to the head. The VSS is kind of underrated too. I don't know, I kind of like this one more, but that's just my opinion. It just mows people down. And most people are just like, you just use 5.56 and then it's a good gun. Otherwise, it sucks. But no, 5.56 is for nerds. This is for gamers. He tried. Is that an HK? Oh, it's a C7. Get out of here, dude. See? We're still going, dude. We're still going, dude. Next up, it's an LMG, the RPK-74. You hear a lot about the RPK-12 and maybe the RPK, mostly just the RPK-12, but the RPK-74 is honestly a really good gun. First off, it shoots at 650 RPM, which is faster than the RPK but slower than the RPK-12, obviously. It does 36 max pretty far, so it can 2-hit to the head pretty far. It does 24 min, so it can almost 4-hit all ranges. It has a very large mag, same as the other RPKs, and the recoil is really controllable. Like, this is with no loadout at all. If I had like a full loadout on this thing, it would be a monster, and it can still 3-hit or 2-hit to the head. In like a lot of scenarios, this is gonna just be better than the RPK. This gun, it doesn't really take that much explaining. It's basically just like the RPK, but it shoots faster, does a little bit less damage, and has a little bit less recoil. Next up is the AN94. I've talked about how this gun is underrated on a very old video. It has an 1800 RPM burst that shoots, that's 2 bullets, same spot. And you can put it on auto and still use that, and then use automatic afterwards. So it has these 2 super accurate bullets, followed by a 600 RPM automatic that's very low recoil, and you can put super armor piercing and not lose a lot, so you can have 3 studs of pen and wallbang people just constantly. It's important that you press V every single time you spawn, which is a little bit of a downside, not gonna lie, but honestly, if you use this gun for about 100 kills, every time you use it afterwards, you'll just remember to press V every time you spawn, and it's not really that big of a deal as long as you're not dying every 45 seconds. It does 32 max, which means that you can almost 3-hit in CQC, which is super nice. It's always nice when you can almost 3-hit, so that way if you hit 1 headshot, you usually 3-hit. And the RPM isn't really the best, but the recoil is low, and you can kind of consider it like a Scar L that you get before you get the Scar L, and it does have some pretty big upsides, like that basically instant burst at the beginning. Because that 1800 RPM like double shot at the beginning, if you hit 2 headshots with that, is going to be devastating. It's going to do like 94 damage or something, basically with 1 shot. In my opinion, this is actually G11 but better, but the G11 does have that torso multi now, so I'm on a 12 streak with this thing. Can somebody please just end my life so I can go to the next gun? For our final gun, we have a machine pistol, and in my machine pistols video, I did not give this one, I think it's full credit. Yes, it is not the best machine pistol, but I think I hated on it a little bit too much. I think I gave it a decent amount of credit, but it's the MP1911. I just wanted to go back and say, hey, I still think it's not that good, but it is probably still underrated. I've seen a lot of people calling this gun bad. It's not bad. You know, I still don't think it's like anything insane. Like looking at the stats, it shoots as fast as the Glock 18, does 36 to 20 min, so it can 2-hit to the head. The Glock 18 can't even 3-hit. This can 3-hit and 2-hit to the head. It still does 20 minimum damage, which means it can 5-hit all ranges. Excluding maybe the 93R spray patterns, this has pretty much the lowest recoil of all the machine pistols. And the feeling of the recoil when you're aimed down sights is like, it feels very accurate. Obviously, you're losing a lot just for a little bit of extra CQC damage and accuracy, but it might be some people's gig. It does have a terrible reload time. Feels a little bit bad. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe they should make it a little bit faster, and I think that would make the gun a little bit more balanced out. But as it stands, I think that it's a really good gun and pretty underrated. Oh shoot. I actually was able to kill somebody with the burst. Yeah, so there you have it. 5 more underrated guns. If you're enjoying the series, please comment an underrated gun that you would want me to use, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.